14 podcast. We are back. That's all really we could say here. Avery, how you feeling, man? I guess summer's near. Summer's near.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess it's near, man. Whenever we get a little momentum, we just can't build on it. I thought Monday was going to be the thing to break through. Played an okay baseball game today. And Adley fucking Rutschman, man. Are you shitting me? 3 home runs in 2 games.
Here's a spin zone. We technically won 18 innings of the series because we won in the 10th in game 1. So that's 10 innings. And then today we had the lead after the 8th. So we technically won.
Using that
innings.
logic, that makes no sense. We didn't get. How did we get 10 innings in the first game? We were losing the whole game.
No, I'm saying they won the game. So after 10 innings, they won.
Okay.
And then they were winning after 8 innings the next game. So that technically equals 2 games they won. That's where my brain is at.
Okay.
So they won 18 innings.
I'll take it. 18 innings, win, but you end up 1-1.
Yeah,
People
that's
aren't
just
gonna
how the
love
cookie
that.
crumbles sometimes.
The Tuesday rain out, man. I thought it was gonna help. Didn't. Like, I went out for dinner with my girlfriend. Said I was like, oh, this is kind of nice. But then 12:35 game that poured for a little bit of it. Interesting move. And then Kikuchi started today, where we wanted to go into some decisions with Kikuchi based on were they setting them up better, lefty, righty? Is that what was going on? We talked about this earlier. I quite literally think Kikuchi just started because he's way more regimented than Bassett is. And I think Bassett's easier not that Kikuchi isn't easier going. So okay, I'll take a day and we'll do that.
I also think Kikuchi is just no numbers on the world. Like you can't, like, for example,
you think he breaks models?
He breaks models because we were talking about it today. Like the Orioles are one of the best teams against left-handed pitching in the American League, and they have struggled against righties up until that point. And then next thing you know, it's like Kikuchi goes in there and it's like, oh, okay. Like I'm just gonna strike out 9 and 4 in the third. I don't give a shit which offense I'm facing. So it's just, he's AI, I guess. I don't know if that makes sense. He's like, there's no numbers that could try to talk stats against him. It's impossible. He's just against all stats.
I'd agree with that. He was awesome again today, man. 2 really good pitching performances. Tell me how many times you've heard that. And it ends up in splitting a 2-game series. When they both don't play tomorrow, you just do a traditional doubleheader in July. What are we doing here?
Go back to the old ladies and the old couple making the schedule. Because let me tell you something. Explain to me, like I am 5, why the Toronto Blue Jays could not have made up that game tonight or made up that game tomorrow. They do. The Orioles do not play Thursday, and neither do the Toronto Blue Jays. So explain to me, like I'm 5, how they said, you know what? Let's look at the schedule. July 29th we'll play it. It was stupid.
Yeah,
it was absolutely idiotic.
We'll go into some of the games later. I got a couple things presented for the people here. I looked up, did some research.
Okay.
But I also went into some research on City Connect jerseys. If the people didn't see that, a lot of people have seen the video now.
Tinfoil hat season.
I think the jerseys are going to have purple on them. I no longer think they're going to be strictly purple. I think we're getting purple piping, like pinstripes, something. I don't think that actually they'll do pinstripes. That's just slap in the face of the Yankees. But I think there's purple on the jerseys. I think they'll be dark still. So I want to put my hand up. That's where I think the purple.
By the way, Avery, that rendering image of Joey Votto in those navy blue jerseys, can we stop using that?
That doesn't even have a Nike logo on it.
It's clearly the most fake picture I've ever seen. It looks like, I mean, that is just, if you're falling for that, because I've gotten a million DMs about it, it's like, I promise you that's not the jersey. Like I'm a gambling man. I promise you that is not even remotely close to what the jersey is going to be. Like that blue jersey that people are sending to me. Stop. That's not it.
It's
Okay.
I agree. It's not it.
And it's a
Not at
picture of
all.
Joey Votto from like 1930, it looks like, because he's still old as shit. Um, yeah,
So
that's you put I love the tinfoil hat game, and it'd be hilarious if this all comes back into your face, not mine, which rocks. And the jerseys are just not even anywhere on the same planet. There's just no purple in it. That you got sandbagged.
uh tinfoil hat got a little it got to me because on Sunday night I saw the Kirk batting gloves. I was like, there something's going on here. There was a guy who would come into our chat every day. I don't know if he was reading the Reddit because some guy has been doing on the front lines on Reddit. I've been messaging him now. I didn't realize he had been doing this, so I felt bad that he had Andrew Warrington is his name. He'd been on Reddit compiling all the purple stuff. He said it's a part
Yeah,
of it. It's got to
yeah,
be a part of it. So he was doing a good job. Someone in our chat, I think, probably read his stuff on Reddit and came in and said, "Oh, look, the jerseys are gonna be purple." And
yeah.
then the Kirk batting gloves got me, and that's where we got to on the City Connects. I need the City Connects to save the season. Like I'm being honest here.
No, there's what's
They
that J.
need to
Cole line?
win.
It's like, don't save her. She don't want to be saved.
We
Don't
want
save
them to be
her. She
saved.
don't want to be saved. This Avery, I am as I could not be less optimistic right now. And I know everyone talks about me as like usually I'm the most optimistic. Like I've been fairly optimistic with this team the entire offseason. I was backing Ross Atkins up for the moves he was making. I was standing up for this team. I was saying they were going to be fine. It's going to rely on the stars to bounce back. I am at rock bottom right now. I am at the point in the relationship where I've been cheated on for the fifth time, and I am like, all right, where do I go from here? Do
Yeah,
I
just tell me you're doing it
just tell
safely.
me you're cheating on me? Like, just tell me you fucked the bellhop from the cruise ship. Okay, just let me know where we're at because I am hurting and I keep committing myself to this relationship and I keep getting slapped in the face. That's where I'm at.
I have a couple things for you. A couple questions and a couple maybe some pointers for the team. I wrote down four.
Okay.
The first one's a question. If this Blue Jays team played with metal bats and everyone else played with wood bats, would they win the division?
No, they don't even make contact.
No, they do make contact.
Well, no, they don't make hard enough contact for balls to leave the yard.
So if they use BB core bats, where do you think they'd finish in the division?
Third.
Okay.
I think the Toronto Blue Jays could have the powers of the Monstars and still somehow screw it up and finish third or fourth place in the division. Metal bats. You could have the corpse of Ted Williams come back into his prime, and this team would still be in third or fourth place right now. That's how bad the offense is. It's insane.
Okay. If IKF, Kirk, and Ernie were allowed to do steroids, would this team win the division?
No. Kirk, I'll say this. We'll talk about this later in depth. I am 100% out on Alejandro Kirk at the plate. One of the worst hitters I have ever seen. No disrespect. He is a sub 230 hitter since his 2022 All-Star game. I'm out on him. You could give that guy steroids. You could give that guy testosterone. You could transform the entirety of Barry Bonds, like all of his genetics, into Alejandro Kirk, and he will still ground into double plays and be out by 40 feet at first base. Ernie would rock on steroids, but I think Ernie is the guy where he has to be skinny to be good at something because he's so athletic.
I like that. A thought on coaching. Maybe we try and get Pete Walker to coach the hitters for a couple weeks.
Okay, like a little a wife swap. Let Pete coach the hitters and let Don Mattingly coach the pitchers. A little cuck session. I am all for it. At this point, I'm not being sarcastic. I truly do think Pete Walker would be a better hitting coach than Don Mattingly. And I'm not being sarcastic. I think because Pete Walker taps into the pitcher's minds and knows what pitchers are thinking and doing, that he could easily talk to a hitter and just be like, he's throwing you a changeup right here. He knows what he's doing. I can guarantee it. Pete Walker would be a better hitting coach than Don Mattingly. 1,000,000%.
Okay. I volunteer to do this next one. I will hack PitchCom and let the players know what pitches are coming in the
Okay.
outfield.
Okay. I think we have to resort to cheating at this point. I that's the only resort. It's like that Papa Roach song where it's cut my life into pieces. You have to cheat.
You forgot the best. It's the last
This
resort.
is my last
Yeah, why'd you
resort.
leave that part out?
uh I think now, Avery, they got to go into just like cheating mode. Like, if you get caught, you get caught. Season's already potentially like it could be done. Just start fucking cheating out
No
the
one
ass.
cares if you cheat and come fourth place in your division.
No
We
one
have to
cares.
try.
Like, if the Jays need fall guy, and I will say this,
I'll
I'm
get
at the point.
myself suspended from Major League Baseball for life.
Yes, I'm at the point now where the Toronto Blue Jays should cheat, and if they do get caught, Gate 14 will fall on the sword.
Yep.
If I am banned from Major League Baseball games, but it results in a potential second place finish, I'll take it. I'll take it to the grave. That's the only way we could save this team. I can't believe we're here right now. I am sad. I'm depressed. And I'll be honest with you. I am thankful for how many off days this team has had. It makes you forget what we're watching when that the day after the off day.
Yeah, I agree with that. And one last one here. In college, when you see the first base coach give the players snacks when they get to first, I think maybe Mark Budzinski should tap into that to get them motivated to try and get to first base.
I just don't know. I don't know how, like, what snacks you get. Like, I think John Schneider and company should take away Zins from this team. No Zins until you guys are above 500. That's it. No Zins, no dip until you guys are above 500. And honestly, I say they go one step further and you don't allow this team to wear team issued gear outside of the stadium, like classic college.
Yeah, they're
You earn
Vanderbilt.
that
They're
Blue Jay.
Vanderbilt baseball.
Yeah, you earn that Blue Jays logo. You get it back by playing good. I want guys walking around the stadium in just Nike gear. That's it. No Jays logos until they earn to wear the crown, until they earn to wear the logo that we worship in Toronto and Canada. They should not be allowed to wear this right now. They shouldn't.
Okay. I think we came up with some good ideas there. Do you want to talk some bad things that I compiled as well?
Let's hear some bad things.
So I went back and I compiled the stats from the start of the 2023 season.
Oh no.
Where we rank.
Okay.
I did
Compared to other teams?
In the league. Like where the Toronto Blue Jays rank.
Oh, I'm going to hate this.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
let's go into it.
Okay. Out of 30 teams, people don't know 30 teams in Major League Baseball. This is out of 30 teams. They are 11th in hits. Okay.
That's pretty good.
19th in home runs.
That's pretty bad.
17th in runs. 10th in average. 13th in walk rate. 26th in strikeout rate. That's good. They don't strike out. That's very good. 9th best on base percentage. 14th in slug. 13th in OPS. 19th in ISO. 15th batting average on balls in play. 12th weighted on base average. 11th weighted runs created plus. 18th average with runners in scoring position. Since the start of the 2023 season, we have one top 10 category, and that is on base percentage.
I hate to be that guy. That is just a whole lot of mid. Like, if you wanted to describe the definition, like if you wanted to look up the definition of mid, that is what that is. Every stat is from like 12th to 17th and 18th. It's just the definition of mid. Like, that really is. And I'm starting to put on the tinfoil hat with other people here, and I'm starting to truly believe, like, this offense banged before Don Mattingly put on the Toronto Blue Jays uniform. I'll be honest with you. I'm not blaming him fully, but this guy came along, the Yankee legend, in 2023, and since then, I want to rip my fucking eyes out of my face watching this offense since Don Mattingly took over. Like, you could blame Guillermo Martinez, sure, but Guillermo Martinez was the hitting coach, the sole hitting coach. in 2021 and 2022 when this offense was top 10, top 8 in baseball. Donnie Baseball, the Yankee spy, comes over here, and this is a Make-A-Wish team at the plate. It's incredible.
He's on pinstripe payroll at this point. I also think things have changed since Jeremy Roach has not been a full-time part of this.
That could be.
2022, he was there.
You're starting to ask the right questions.
Do we want to do pitching since 2023?
Okay, I'm sure it's some great shit.
It's actually not that great.
Really?
10th in ERA, 7th most home runs against, 17th in slugging percentage against, 15th weighted on base average against, 10th lowest on base percentage against. So that's good.
Yeah.
They're 5th best in strikeout percentage, 10th lowest walk rate, 11th lowest whip, 8th best xFIP. So it's pretty good. We know pitching has been the strength of this team, but those numbers also aren't off the charts. Again, there's some skewed numbers from this short season going into it. But man, this isn't. None of these things scream exciting from the past 2 seasons and kind of match how we felt watching the games.
Yeah, it's cool to have stats that back up what we've been seeing. We're not just going crazy. Like, this is just a completely mid baseball team, right, Avery? Like, I'm not being harsh. I'm not being an asshole. It's just a mid baseball team right now. And it has been for over 200 games now. Like, good enough to get to the playoffs, not good enough to be good in the playoffs. But, like, it just sucks. It sucks, honestly. It sucks that we have to dedicate our lives to this stuff. And we have died on this sword. Like, Ross Atkins did a good job. Like, we did not need to pick up massive, massive pieces this offseason. And right now, we look like absolute idiots. I know the people that continuously reply to my tweets calling me a homer or a Ross Atkins shill probably won't hear me saying this right now because they don't listen to the pod. But we're on the brink of potentially saying we're wrong. Like, we could have been wrong. And I will say, Avery, it does piss me off seeing how good Juan Soto is. It does. Because the Yankees said fuck prospects, fuck them kids. Didn't even give up their top guys. Like, Spencer Jones is still a Yankee. Jason Dominguez is still a Yankee. And they got a generational player. Even if it's for a year, you satisfy the fans having Juan Soto, the greatest hitter I have ever seen in baseball, on your team for a year. Just even having the potential of him re-signing after you trade for him makes the entire risk worth it. And he makes an entire team worth it. This Yankees lineup, you take out Juan Soto, is mid. It's a mid lineup. It's a very aging mid lineup. But you add Juan Soto to this lineup, they're unreal. I'm not saying Juan Soto makes the Jays the best team in the American League East, but god damn it, does it help? That's a move you make when you're a GM and you're on the ropes. You have 0 playoff wins in your entire tenure as a Blue Jays GM. That's a move you make. That's a move Cashman made because he knew how pissed off Yankee fans were with how mid of a product he hasn't putting on the baseball field. Watching what the Yankees did with Juan Soto, I envy it. I'm jealous about it. And it pisses me off how good the Yankees are with Juan Soto on this team. It does.
Yeah, and just think about the situation, how lucky they got. Because the Padres owner couldn't pay anyone. They couldn't pay all their players. So their guy that was expiring, they traded him away. And who are they going to remember the guys who got traded for Juan Soto?
No.
Probably fucking not. If we're being,
if Juan Soto signs back with the Yankees, they're going to say Michael King who? They're going to say Johnny Brito who? They don't give a shit.
Yeah, Kyle Higashioka, I packed his bags for him to get him out of there.
Like I don't know, man. I'm at the point where it's like, come on, Ross. I would kill for a blockbuster trade like that. And I'm not Alex Anthopoulos posting here, but that's the shit AA did, which rocked. Like, they traded. Do you even remember who they traded for David Price? I don't remember.
Was it
Daniel Norris?
Daniel Norris, I would guess.
Like, that's what I'm saying. It's like, it just makes it more fun as a fan, man. I don't know. Maybe I'm just loser posting. Maybe I'm
No,
wrong, but
we're watching a team 5 games under 500 right now, right?
I think it's
Or
4.
four
Yeah.
games, 19 and 23.
Yeah.
And you're looking at Baltimore, who just hit a walk-off home run against you, struggling right now, still finding ways to win games. And the Yankees are doing their stupid thing they do every time. They're just good. You can
They're a
think that
wagon.
you can
They're a
think
wagon right
you can
now.
think their lineup's no good. Like I think their pitching has shown out the early part. The Yankees are just the Yankees. They just win regular season baseball games at an alarmingly high rate. And there's nothing we can do about it except try and win baseball games. And that's not what's going on right now.
Like this podcast should essentially have been called therapy session, because this is just me venting, and I don't know if listeners will like this. I don't know if they'll hate it, but I am just looking at other teams and across the leagues and other
Man,
fan base.
you know, do you know how crazy I got on the drive home today?
What?
I thought it would be awesome to be a Colorado Rockies fan right now.
Why?
They're on a 7-game heater. Like the Rockies suck, but
No
just
expectation. 7-game heater does rock.
like winning cures everything. Quite
Yeah.
literally cures everything. And the mood doing this makes it not that I don't have fun doing this. I love doing what we do, but it's easier to talk about stuff when things are going well.
Oh,
Vibes are up. We sat there getting yelled at in chat today because the Blue Jays blew it. Not that they're yelling at us, but I was just like, oh, it kind of fucking sucks. A game that went so Blue Jays for so long, pitching and defense, to have one of your probably your most trusted guy in the back end give up the tank to end the game. I don't want to tip my cap anymore, man. I'm done. I'm done tipping my cap
my cap's off my head. Okay.
permanently.
Like my cap is off my head. And I know they have that saying where it's uh comparison is the thief of joy, and I get that. Like we're comparing ourselves to the Bronx Bombers, the Yankees, like one of the biggest franchises on the planet. Like we can't be doing that, but I would say those rosters going into this season, the Jays and the Yankees, very similar. And they went out and they made their team elite, even if it was for a season, by getting Juan Soto. And I wish we had a GM that would just say fuck it and just trade for someone big like that. And I'm sure the Jays could have matched that trade or at least offered more.
See, the thing is that it's a weird spot. You're just not trading anyone. That's what's happening. No one's getting traded at all.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you would even take, I don't know how, if this was happening, if I would actually feel this way, but if you're trading and getting good prospects in return, there's something to be excited about in that. Yeah, or trading for awesome guys like Juan Soto. Those opportunities aren't going to come around very often, especially not a full season of those guys. Usually you could get rentals. Don't think they'll be as talented as Juan Soto, even though he was somehow available before. Maybe I'm saying stupid shit. Doesn't seem like an opportunity like that's around for that low of a price.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I don't know. It just it's a bad place. We're in a bad place right now. And like I said last podcast, we can listen to this 2 or 3 months down the road and be like, man, were we overreacting about this team, because all of a sudden now this team is like second or third in the American League East. I just right now don't see a light at the end of the tunnel. We're reactionary. We're a reactionary podcast, and it's bad right now, man. It's bad. Like
we're fans just like the people who listen to this.
Yeah.
We're
and
allowed
that's what I think separates us from the Sportsnet podcast and all that. Like we
You're
live or
allowed to
die
get
with
mad when the team you cheer for plays shitty.
Yeah.
And we're not gonna. It is early enough in the season where you still have 120 games to get.
Yeah.
Actually, not even that. 100 plus games to go.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't look good to start right now.
Yeah. Exactly. And you can get ahead with saying that. Let's go into the games. I mean, there's only 2 games to talk about, so there's not really much to go into. But the Tuesday game, Jose Barrios is, I know we talk about this. I feel like it's a broken record. We are so lucky to have the pitching staff or the pitching rotation we have, Avery. We truly, truly are. Jose Barrios against a team that historically mashes righties. Like the Orioles mash everyone. let's make this clear. Gives up a first inning home run to Adley Rutschman, which was shot on, and Jose Barrios just shoved the rest of the game. 7 innings, 3 hits, 2 earned runs.
He was a fourth inning home run to Adley.
Oh, fourth inning, sorry.
Yeah.
So 7 innings, 3 hits, 2 earned runs, 4 strikeouts, and just makes light work of the Baltimore Orioles, which is in a spot where, my God, the Toronto Blue Jays needed, or they would have been on pace to lose another series and make it 8 in a row or 7 in a row. So he's there's not really much else to say. He's incredible. La Machina's insane.
He's fun to watch. Purple cleats and all, but I think it would be 3 earned runs pretty easily if we didn't have that freak athlete in center field in Dalton Varsho. He's really fun to watch, man. 2-hole, I don't think he's treated spectacularly well. Don't think he's been great since he's been in the 2-hole, but
me neither.
That game he had it was all him, pretty much. Like
Vogie
had the single in the 6th, but the robbed home run that would have been back to back on the next pitch. They just Rhino Hearn hops on him. And Dalton Varsho makes a sick grab in center field, and then home run. What was that? The 8th inning
to tie it.
Moon ball off Yanier Cano, and then he gets him over in the 10th inning as well to win it. And Jordan Romano, like, how quick are we to forget? I think we'll get some comments on this after.
Yes, on Gate 14 After Dark. Yeah.
One, everyone kind of hates their closer. I think it's written in Avery's rules that he wants to tell everyone. I think everyone kind of hates their closer. I don't think it's warranted, but you see the bad when they lose games like today.
It's elevated.
2 innings, he helped win the game before. Like, it's crazy how quick we are to go off that. Still, you can think, oh, Jimmy's probably the better closer right now.
Sure.
Jordan Romano was 2 sick innings on Monday, and then he gets got by Adley today.
And piggybacking off what you said, like, I do agree with you. Everyone hates their closer, and I will be devil's advocate. He does have a 5.40 ERA this year.
Today hasn't been great.
Today has not been great.
Or sorry, not today. This year hasn't.
But Jordan Romano has consistently been one of the, and I don't get the hate with Jordan Romano. I really don't. I know he's a fellow Italian like me, so people think I'm being just standing up for my people. I get it. It's funny. But Jordan Romano, his entire career has been unbelievable. And let me say this. That was his first blown save of the year today. We're like, people are talking like he comes in every game and just blows every game. Jordan Romano career has a 2.78 ERA. A 2.78 ERA, 103 saves in 116 opportunities. He has only blown 3 saves in 5 or 6 seasons.
That can't
13.
be true.
What?
That's holy shit. That's low.
He's played 3 full seasons.
Okay. Yeah.
So Jordan, yeah.
Like,
so we are talking about a guy who has blown 13 saves, and his career started as a Toronto Blue Jay in 2019.
I thought you said 3 saves. I was like, that can't be right.
Did I say that wrong?
That's what I heard.
Sorry. Let me say that again. We are complaining about Jordan Romano. Okay. The guy has a 2.78 career ERA. He has 103 saves and 116 save opportunities. He has only blown 13 saves as the closer for this team for 3.5, 4 seasons. It is bananas how this fan base talks about this guy. It is insane. Can you blame the one today? Sure. 2 days ago, like you just said, he went 2 innings against the top of the order for one of those innings and shoved it down their throat and got the save for the Toronto Blue Jays. So I don't get why we talk about this dude like he is Tyler Chatwood, Avery. I don't get it.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at the last 4 seasons, right now, he's pitched in 11 games. He has 6 saves. Last season, 36 saves. Year before, 36 saves. Year before, 23 saves. I can't get mad at Jordan Romano. He's my closer.
He's the last guy I'm blaming on this team.
Yeah.
How about we get him some goddamn runs to have a little bit of wiggle room when he's pitching? Ever think about that? It's insane.
Yep.
Absolutely insane that we blame Jordan Romano. It's wild. But that game rocked. It had Dalton Varsho written all over it. It was the reason why I tweeted, if you're a Dalton Varsho hater at this point, you're an idiot. And I stand by that. I really do. I think if you hate Dalton Varsho, or if you think the Jays lost that trade still, which majority of this fan base, majority of this fans are normal, but I would probably say a decent amount of them are brain dead and they still think the Jays lost that trade because they don't know anything about baseball. They just look at average. But yeah, Dalton Varsho rocks.
I agree with that.
One of the best players in this team right now.
Bo is also heating up right now. Vladdy's been decent. Springer
He's hitting
hit it.
430. What do you mean decent?
Sorry, like Vladdy's been.
Yeah, Vladdy's been unreal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wanting to hit a couple more home runs, that would be awesome. We would love that. But those two have been very good.
Yeah.
And then Springer hits a double today. Whatever. It's starting to turn. It's starting to turn a little bit today. Played really good defense for a couple innings. Vladdy's play at home. Please just let that go foul next time. It was a bunt. He was going to be out, and everyone was going to go back. Insane play for that to happen. Thank God that worked out. Yeah, and then a 2-run home run after an error to IKF. That how do we not rake that dirt? There was a hole in the middle of the field that it hits under and almost takes his head off. That was
MLB rigged.
MLB was rigged for that one.
Yeah.
Sucks, man. Losing sucks. Watching your team lose really, really sucks. And today was no fun either. Thought they were going to get away with murder. The runners in scoring position wasn't great. Couldn't really get anyone in. No big, super big hits today, but
this team's snake bitten with runner scoring position, man.
Yeah. I mean, Bo's swing was insane. And Santander, a little bad route to that.
Yeah.
Love up, but we'll take that.
Yeah, it was
had to score more than 2, man. And they did not.
They did not. They scored 5 runs in 19 innings, and they expected to win a series. That's just not going to do it. So, especially against a team like the Orioles that just find ways to win and find ways to figure it out. And let me tell you something, brother. They found a way today. And it goes by the name of Adley Rutschman, who is as advertised. 3 home runs in the series. He is as advertised. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
But today's game, let's go in a little bit before we go into Gate 14 after dark here. Yusei Kikuchi, I'm going to say the same thing we said about Barrios. Yusei Kikuchi is the best left-handed pitcher in baseball. He's up there with guys like Imanaga.
Yeah, I was about to say, you love Imanaga too.
But he's up there with guys like Imanaga. His stats go toe-to-toe with these guys. I know it's not a 0.8 or a 0.9 what Imanaga is, but Yusei Kikuchi grabs the ball every single day, every single 5 days, and just shoves and competes and works his dick off. And Yusei Kikuchi has been nothing shy of unbelievable fleece job signing for Ross Atkins. And he showed it today again, man. Shoved against one of the best left-handed hitting teams in baseball.
I love that guy. I love him. He's so good. He's going to make a lot of money or he's going to get a decent haul at the deadline. I don't want him to be traded. I hope that doesn't happen, but this turnaround's insane.
Has there been a better turnaround in Toronto Blue Jays history than Yusei Kikuchi? Like, we're talking about a guy that 2 years ago, Avery, was telling John Schneider to send him down to AAA because he didn't want to hurt the team anymore. He wanted to work on his mechanics. Now he is one of the best pitchers in the game. Yusei Kikuchi is a complete blessing. I would do anything to make this guy Toronto Blue Jays' entire career. I really would. He's so good
for the rest of his career, for sure.
Yeah.
So I went back and I sent you the clip of when Josh Johnson freaked out. It was like an old TikTok clip, which are pretty funny to go through sometimes. And the thing was Josh Johnson freaked out and smashed his bat 2 years ago when Kikuchi hit him in the ribs. And the thing was, Kikuchi, you can't get mad at Kikuchi because you have no idea. He has no idea where the ball is going. And boy, has that ever changed. He is awesome to watch. He gets up there. He attacks the zone as well. Like, whatever. If you're gonna hit my best stuff, you can do that. But I'm gonna go up there and he competes. And he's a pleasure to watch every 5th day.
Shout out Yusei. I mean, there's not really much else to say about today's game besides Bo starting to show glimpses of being back, which is unbelievable. Like the Oppo doubles off the wall, the hitting the ball hard. Like Bo is starting to show the old Bo, and it's promising. It's promising. I had a very higher up and a very popular Dodgers guy, influencer, message me and say, "What is it going to take to get Bo?" And I was like, a lot, probably like 2 top 10 prospects for Bo Bichette. That's where you would start if the Jays were selling him.
Yep.
But yeah, Bo's unbelievable. Probably one of my favorite all-time players on the Blue Jays, just solely based on the fact that he is continuing. Like he always finds a way to just be a scrappy guy that continues to battle and get hits no matter where he's at. So seeing this Bo bounce back has rocked. It really has, because you know how much he cares.
Yeah, it's 100%. We weren't writing Bo off at any point. The
Yeah.
longer it goes, the more concerned you get. But it seems like
We never wrote Bo off once.
No.
And I know other podcasts probably did and other shows probably did, but we did not. And that's credit to us.
Credit to us.
On the back.
Exactly.
But where are you at here, Avery, with I mean, like the Vogelback stuff? Like he actually has had some decent at-bats. He really has.
Yeah. Your stats are never going to look good when you went on his start and you barely play. I thought the at-bats have been okay. He doesn't swing the bat. He's lowest swing rate in baseball.
You said that today, right?
Yeah, bottom 3 swing rate in baseball. He's been that way the past couple of years as well. I think I'd rather see him swing out of his shoes and do damage, because we have other guys who are walking at higher rates he's walking at a high rate, but other guys to get on base. We don't want him on first base. He plugs first base. Try and get yourself on second base by hitting doubles. That's where I'm at with him. So I'd love to see him try and swing more, but it's not who he is. He's been in the league for a while. I'm not going to get mad at him at all. I thought some of the at-bats have been good. He sculled a couple baseballs Monday. Wasn't great today. But you know what? No one's going to fulfill his role by playing he's not playing. He doesn't play. And why is he on the team? Because he doesn't play, and
it's the 26th roster spot. All right, guys, like let's relax. Like I don't know, man. People are just like over. It's who else would prosper? Like a prospect would not be good in that position. You don't throw a prospect like Elvis or Spencer Horwitz into a role where he is playing once every like 2 weeks, dude. You just don't. Doesn't make sense. So
you could find someone who can play more positions and get them in there. That just means less playing time for the guys you've paid, which I could be fine with. But the way they're deploying Vogelback, no one else should have to do that, especially under the age of 27.
Yeah, I'm with you right there. I'm with you right there. But other than that, though, thank God they split this series, because I think they would have lost it. I'm not sure, but it's positive vibes that they split it, you know? Positive vibes that they split it.
Do we want
anything else from this series?
Merch?
Oh, before we go into Gate 14 After Dark here, Gate 14 merch is live at gate14.ca. We told you guys the prices would be higher for the Nike hoodies because the quality of the hoodie is absolutely insane. Once you use the hoodie, once you have the hoodie, you will understand why it's expensive. We are making a dime off these hoodies, to be honest with you. Like, we're barely making a dime, maybe $5 a hoodie. So please support the boys. And if you want to get the option that's more affordable, we do have that as well. You can get it at gate14.ca. Look on the website, purchase it. We're going to get those shipped out. And Avery is actually talking right now to a hack guy for us. So we will have those cool summer vibe rope hats that are kind of hat that I'm kind of wearing.
Yeah,
like
I don't think they're gonna be rope hats this year. They're gonna look a little different. But I'm very excited to get in the weeds with that. I haven't been able to find a good hat person, man.
Yeah.
No one wants.
This guy's pretty good though.
Yeah. I'm hoping things are gonna work out with the guy I'm talking to right now. Want to make cool stuff for you guys to wear. You can wear out everywhere.
We got to get those hats going, Avery. Like, get on the line. I will do whatever it takes. Like, I'll drop the bag to get them made. I don't care. I want them for the people.
Yeah, we do. So thank you for being patient. Dealing with this stuff sucks. I like making the stuff and finding them, and then doing all the administrative stuff sucks. But I'm happy that it's finally over. The war is over. We have merch that is live.
So stay tuned for that, and you can purchase that there. But before we'll go into the series preview, I guess after Gate 14 after dark, because we've kind of fucked ourselves here, right?
Um, we can just do a quick one here, man. We'll do
Yeah,
2 minutes on it.
we'll do a series preview. It is Jays Rays coming to town. The Tampa Bay Rays are coming to town. We have Bassett going Friday, Zach Eflin versus Gossman Saturday, and on Sunday, I'm assuming we have Manoah. I don't know who's going for the Rays. The app does not have that up yet, but yeah, those are the pitching matchups. Alec Manoah bump day on Sunday against the Rays. I'll be honest with you, I kind of hope they push that back to the White Sox series during the week, but beggars can't be choosers. Where are you at with this, Avery? I say Jays take 2 of 3, man. This Rays team is really scuffling at the plate as of late. I'm going to say Jays take 2 of 3.
I'll go with that. I think Manoah builds, man. I think they win his game as well and find a way to get it done. You got to build momentum. It's the White Sox on Monday. Might as well start winning a series and bring it into May 2-4 and the long weekend. So need 2 of 3, man. It's another big series. They're all gonna be big series till we start winning constantly.
Yeah, and you guys I'll be coming live from my buddy's bachelor party in Muskoka for that. So I will be recording it at this. It's a massive mansion bachelor party. It's absurd how sick this is. So I'll be coming at you live from there Sunday night. Hopefully positive vibes because the Jays won a series, but we'll see. Now let's go into Gate 14 after dark. It was a smash hit last week, a smash hit. The people loved it. I'm hoping the people bring the fucking noise again this week, maybe a little amplified because the Jays just blew it. But let's go into Gate 14 after dark, and we will talk. I will talk to you. We will talk to you guys on Monday or Sunday night with the podcast. Love you guys. We're here. Let's take the listeners. Let's take the callers. First up, we have Jason. Jason, I'm not going to say the last name. Don't want to dox you. What's up, Jason? How you doing, brother?
We got to get the guys off mute right away.
No way, guys. Let's go.
What's up, man?
Jason?
How's it going? I just want to say, big fan. Can't wait to talk to you guys in real life. I'll keep my question quick so everyone else can have a chance. So 2015, Jays were 45 and 46 at the All-Star break. I think a lot of fans forget that they weren't like the juggernaut they turned out to be. They went on to go 48 and 23 after the All-Star break.
Wow.
With an 11-game win streak, and they also got obviously David Price, Tulowitzki. Front office went all in. Do you guys think if we're in a similar place at the break this year, losing record with the core we have right now, do the Jays sell or buy with the current front office, with Schneider, everything like that?
I think we're closer to a sell than a buy at this point. And it'll all depend on how the division is too, because I think that's what handcuffs the team. You're going to have to pass the Orioles. You're going to have to pass the Yankees. And if you're 10 games back at that point, that seems insurmountable. So
I'm going to go against what you're saying, Avery. I think if I'm Ross Atkins, I grow a set of balls and realize this is the last chance for the core. This is the last chance for me. I might as well go all the fuck in here and just trade for big dogs and let's see. And if I get fired and if we don't make the playoffs, I can't say I didn't put forth a full effort, right? Like that's where I would be at if I was Ross Atkins. At least I'm not a GM, but if I was Ross Atkins, I'm saying let's go balls to the wall here, folks. Let's just fuck it. Let's go full. That would
definitely be the fun way to do these things, and I would love for Jason? Who's your top guy you'd want them to get?
Someone who can hit, bro. We need a bat. We need a bat, man. It's like every day I want Vladdy to be 2021 Vladdy. I want Springer to stop rolling over and hitting into the dirt, and like it's terrible how we seem to like miss every chance. 2021 best offense, missed playoffs by 1 game. 2022, I was there for the 8-1 game. I worst day of my life, bro. And 2023, best pitching staff we've ever had, and we get swept again. So it's like we gotta like get somebody who can actually hit, man. So
There you go.
I don't know. How about
There
you
you
guys?
go. Thank you, Jason.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Appreciate
you're
you
the
coming on
best.
this, man. Appreciate the support. Yeah, we'll see you next week. You hop in here next week. We'll have you on. We
Absolutely.
appreciate
I'll be there. Love
Easy,
you guys.
buddy.
See you, Jason.
K14 forever.
There we go.
That's
Easy,
it.
man.
Yeah.
All right. That was a great call. That was a great call.
I like just having a chat.
Yeah, that was a good chat. That was a good chat. Next up, we have iPhone. I respect it. But can we go 2 for 2 on Mike's iPhone? What's up, brother?
Hello, man. What's up?
Oh,
How
we
we
got
doing?
him.
How we doing? What's your name? Where are you from? Let's not fully dox you, but let's get something here for us.
My name's Theo. I'm from Toronto.
Okay.
Okay, you put out a tweet earlier saying that you don't know what Guillermo Martinez does behind the bench. Could it be that he's a similar Charlie Montoya situation with the bongos, and he's just there for the vibes?
I don't know if the players hypothetically even like Guillermo Martinez, to be honest with you. I've never talked to them about him. I've went out with him. Seems like a decent guy. I'm just kidding. He seems like a terrible human being. No offense. But yeah, listen, Guillermo Martinez, I truly do not know what this guy does. I don't. Avery, every single time Bo or someone comes back to the bench, they talk to Haig. They do not talk to Guillermo. So I don't know what he does, Avery.
Yeah, and think it's Hag, it's Mattingly, and it's Guillermo. That's
Too many cooks in the kitchen.
You think so?
Yeah.
They're cooking up the worst fucking meal you've seen in your whole entire life, too. Not even anything good.
Some Gordon Ramsay would roast their ass for whatever the fuck they're cooking. I promise you that. But
I would love to see him play an instrument, though. It would be nice to get a little personal with Guillermo and see that he's a good guy.
Yeah. What else do you got for us, iPhone? Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. Thank you, boys. See ya.
Easy,
Thanks,
buddy.
iPhone.
Love calling guys iPhone. Love calling guys iPhone. We're 2 for 2, Avery, on calls. So next up we got Lucas. Lucas, turn that mic on. Look at this. We're snapping it around right now. What is up, Lucas? What do you got for us, brother?
Fellas, how we doing?
Good, man. Good. What do you got?
I know we could talk all day about how bad the offense has been, but I'm going to focus on the bullpen. Jimmy Garcia has to be this team's new closer, and there's really no other way to say that.
Okay, let's bounce off each other here. Let's not talk to each other. Jimmy is being put in his best opportunity to succeed right now, I think.
Yes.
He's going into a bunch of the high leverage situations as well. Romano is getting fresh starts at the start of innings. I think they're using Jimmy as their highest leverage guy who's just not pitching the ninth inning. He's there every time they need big outs. So the way you use closers, a lot of teams I don't think do it as traditionally. Like, it's not just the ninth guy. You can do it. The Astros were talking about doing it with Hader and Presley. It's whoever they're going to get, whoever matchups are better. And I'm fine with just letting Jimmy be the matchups guy wherever we can get him. You still need to get all the outs at the end of the day. And Romano's been a really good ninth inning guy too. So I know Jimmy's been awesome. I think you just keep what he's doing successfully.
That's fair, but like the fact that Jordan Romano had to face Adley Rutschman and then would have had to probably face Gunnar Henderson too. Like, I get what you're saying, Abe, but I would way rather Jimmy face those guys.
Well, you got to think Romano did it 2 days ago and shoved against those guys, right? Like,
yeah, Romano at 95 miles an hour is not the same pitcher as Romano at 98. Yeah, I think as soon as you see that, the outings go differently. So it's not what Romano are we gonna get? It's what's the velo gonna say? I think that kind of goes into it a lot. Lucas, you think that's not a wrong, can't be a wrong thing. Jimmy's by far been the best reliever on this team, and thinking he should be the ninth guy, I can't get mad at you for saying that.
I'm right with you there, Lucas. Thank you for calling in, brother.
All right, thanks, boys.
Easy, buddy. Yeah, I knew we would get
100%.
We were gonna get tons of Romano talk here, and rightfully so. I mean, this is what have you done for me lately, league? Right? It's what have you done for me lately, league? TK, what do you got for us, King?
We gotta get off that mute button.
TK, off the mute button.
Boys, how we doing? How we doing?
What's up, brother?
last time I hopped on here, I feel like I kind of took it as a joke, this is not a joke. I think the team, this is probably the worst the team has looked in about 5 years. My question is, realistically, how close do you think we are to a rebuild?
2 years away, I would
Yeah.
say.
I
mean,
think that 2 years is coming up really close, where it's what are you doing with Bo and Vlad? You're losing 10 guys in free agency. That's going to tell you what they do. I don't think they started early. But yeah, end of next season, man, is when I think it's going to happen.
Dark days, dark days.
If the dark days are coming, and the only way to get out of these dark days is by winning baseball games. But a caller earlier made a point, like this team in 2015 or 2016 was 45 and 46 at the All-Star break, and they won 43 games after that. Like, do I think this team has the bats to do that? No. But they have the pitching and defense to be able to do that. So I'm not sure, but I do not even want to think about rebuild right now because it's going to put me into a depression. But TK, appreciate you calling in, brother.
Thanks, guys.
See you,
easy, man. I don't want to hear rebuild talk. I can't.
Yeah, good for the people getting in and out of here too.
Yeah, I can't hear rebuild talk right now, bro. I can't. It would kill me. It would absolutely kill me hearing the rebuild. Next up, we got Marty. What is up, Marty? What do you got for us, brother?
What's up, brother?
How you doing?
Good, you?
Good, man. Good. What do you got for us?
All right, so okay, pretend rock bottom in July. Who are you trading?
All the guys who aren't coming back the next year are the first guys to go. Right?
I think Yusei is the clear cut, probably one that'll get you the most shit back, right, Avery? Like that's not even a joke. Like it sucks to say it out loud, but Yusei Kikuchi is the clear cut first overall guy that teams are gonna want, teams are gonna call about. I think next up would probably be Danny Jansen, probably.
Yeah,
Danny Jansen. And I don't even want to think about trading Bo and Vladdy. I don't.
But like
I don't even wanna...
Kevin Kiermaier might be a piece that people want for defense.
Yes,
as a bench piece.
Not going to get much for you, I'll say.
No.
But yeah,
you're not getting an exciting return on him. But
yeah,
I think Kikuchi would. Like we said last week, it's interesting to trade a catcher at a deadline because you've never caught any of the guys. And Jano's not the best framer in the world as well. I think he would be able to figure it out. Great blocker. So he can hit from the catcher position. Yeah. It's really funny how good the catcher position has gotten at hitting too. Yeah. So many good hitting catchers around the league. What happened to the league I love when they couldn't hit worth a shit and they were just back there to command a staff.
We used to be a society. But Marty, I appreciate you calling in, brother. Thank you, man. Appreciate the support.
Yeah, we don't want to have to think about rock bottom in July, but thank you for the call.
Thank you, Marty.
Anyways, take care, boys.
Great call. A bunch of Gate 14 Nation is a bunch of just salt of the earth guys. They really are.
And women, hopefully.
And women, yeah. Next up, we got Michael in the chat. Michael, you're on Gate 14 After Dark. What do you have for us? Let us know how you feeling. How are the vibes like, Michael? Michael? Don't do this.
Come on, Mike. You got to take the mute button off, man.
Got to take the mute button off. I can't believe we're going to have to. We were just going so well. We were going so well. Michael.
Yo.
Hey. Michael, what's up, man? What's up?
What's up, guys?
How you doing?
Oh, just peachy, man.
You're doing just peachy, eh? All right. How we doing, Michael? What do you got for us, buddy?
My big thing, again, the game happened. This is to be expected at this point. My gripe is with the noon/1 o'clock games going on MLB on Wednesdays this year. I'm sitting there at work. I can't enjoy the game anymore. I mean, I wouldn't enjoy it anyway if I was watching it, but it just kind of sucks. And, to top it all off, I got a buddy who's from Maryland who just started watching baseball about a year and a half ago. And just 3 minutes after the walk-off texts me, he's like, yo, that Orioles walk-off was insane today.
Oh.
Yeah, it wasn't great. And
we need to put an end from Dome from Home and the 12 o'clock game.
Do the Toronto Blue Jays hate the working class? That's where I'm at. Do the Toronto Blue Jays hate the working class? And does Major League Baseball hate the working class because they are putting games at 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock during the week so people can't watch it. It's sickening shit.
We've had
Especially-
3 of the worst losses of the season happen during the day, by the way.
Yeah. Bando from home.
Mariners at home, Yankees at home, and now this shit. So
Yeah.
abolish midweek games.
Midweek games. Michael, thank you for calling in, brother. Appreciate
Yeah,
it, man.
thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks,
Have a good
Michael.
one, man.
Oh, there we go. Hello?
What's up, man? What do you got for us?
Not much. My question today is tits or ass.
I'm an ass guy. Personally, I'm a personality guy as well.
I was about to say that's the right answer.
I'm a personality guy, but I do like I am an ass guy. Like I said, I'm like Stephen A. Smith. They call Stephen A. Smith a bottom feeder. I believe I am an ass guy, and I'll die on that bridge. Avery's personality, though.
Personality
good
number
answer.
1. Respect women.
Thank you, Jack. That was a great question. It's good to kind of get away from the Blue Jays every once in a while, but that was a good call. You're not getting that call on Blue Jays talk chat, folks. You're not. Next up, we have another Jack. Jack, your mic is off. It's off. But what's up, Jack? What do you got?
What's up, boys? All right. So last time I was on, I give you guys the rundown on my history with the team, which is a short one, but we're working here. We're getting up there. That's the goal anyway. But so I basically said the team is boring, right? And you guys mostly agreed, but Avery said yeah, I mean, pitching and defense as like a team construction, like kind of philosophy is going to be boring to someone who's not really like a huge baseball fan. That's not really the case for me. Like I am a really big baseball fan. I love all aspects of the game. Like I love the tension of, like today with Jimmy in the what was it, the 8th, I think, with like the bases juiced and coming in there and shutting that shit down. That was great. But what doesn't sell me for this particular team is that the pitching and defense is obviously elite, but the hitting is not up to par to make that pitching and defense good enough.
Yeah.
Like the pitching and defense has to be perfect every game to like even have a solid chance of winning. And like if we were above 500, if we were like close to competing for a division spot and like doing the pitching and defense thing to a T, I would be loving it. But we're not. Like the pitching is great. The defense is spectacular. The bullpen's been a little worse this year than it was last year, but I mean, you can't really blame them. They were like unreal last year. And the hitting is just, it's bad. It's subpar, It's
I wasn't trying to say bad things to you that if you not a huge baseball. When I say that, I basically just think of my girlfriend. My girlfriend wants to watch people hit home runs. She doesn't. She doesn't.
I understood where you were coming from. I'm just saying, I'm just trying to like expand on it and be like, it totally made sense, especially with the context I gave you for you to say that. I'm not like mad at you for that.
Yeah. No, Jack,
and you're so right. Like I said today, we were streaming the game, and it was they have to be perfect to win this game at 2-1. You had to be perfect. Vladdy and Jano made what was a perfect play that might not even been an out. Things like that just have to go your way to win baseball games, and they got bit in the ass by not scoring enough runs.
Like I don't need them to go out there and put up 15 runs every game. I just need them to put up a decent like offensive showing when it matters. Like when there's runners on, I need some clutch hitting, which I think has been one of our biggest issues the past 2 years, is getting base hits in like opportune moments. Because like if you're going to be a team that's not going to hit bombs all the time, then you need to hit when the runs are on the bases for you to cash them in.
There we go. Thank you, Jack. I appreciate
Great
that,
call
man.
again, Jack. Thank
you for calling in, brother. We'll talk. We'll chat next week. We'll see where we're at. Hopefully, we're in a different spot next week.
I hope so. Hopefully. Have a good one, guys.
Easy, buddy. Fluffy, what do you have? What do you got for us here? What's up, brother?
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Good, man. It's good.
I wanted to talk to you guys about if you guys are gonna have like a second Spotify playlist coming out this summer? Or are we gonna roll back?
I can compile one. I can compile one. It'll be a lot of what the first one was. I mean, the first one's just a banger. It's Old Faithful. But
I think we should go like if it keeps going poorly, it should be like sad tunes and things that kind of match the mood of how the season's gone so far. So not a summer playlist. We can curate the summer playlist, but more of a we just lost playlist as well. I think you should get into that, Johnny.
Yeah, I could do that. I could tap into that as well. Last year when I made that playlist, the vibes were at an all-time high. So I was just Gate 14 summer playlist. Let's get it going here for the people. But yeah, it's now things are doom and gloom. Maybe a little bit of John Mayer playlist, maybe some Zach Bryan. But yeah, we're in a really bad spot right now, man. We're in a really bad spot. I hate to say it, but all we can do is just put on a brave face, claw out of it, and battle back. But how are you feeling, Fluffy? Where are you at right now?
Kind of mixed feelings. I'm not watching this team until they sweep a series. So I'm probably not going to be watching them until the rest of or probably not till next season, probably.
Okay.
But I'm kind of 50-50 with where I'm at right now.
All right. Nothing wrong with that. Fluffy, thanks for calling in, man. We appreciate it, brother.
We'll see you next week.
See you next week, Fluffy. Easy, buddy.
Bye.
KK Roki, what's up, man? What do you got for us?
Okay, this is my question. So, do you think the Blue Jays should be buyers at the trade deadline if they are under 500?
We did
talked
this
about this.
Yeah, we got like our first call was kind of about this. I said I didn't think they'd go for it if they were under 500 at the deadline, and Johnny tried to talk me into it, which was the way more exciting and fun thing to do.
Like, this is where I'm at, KK. If the Toronto Blue Jays and Ross Atkins, he's not a dummy. He knows that his time is coming near if this team does not win and this team's not successful. He knows it. If I'm Ross, I am putting all of my resources into this trade deadline and doing whatever it takes to make sure we make the playoffs. I am trading everything, going all in, chips in on the table to make sure we do the damn thing. So I like that avenue. I like that route. Does it suck down the road? Because you trade everyone, sure, but then you get higher draft picks because your team is dog shit for longer period of time. So that's where I'm at with that, KK. I appreciate you calling in, KK. Thank you, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Easy, buddy. Next up, we have Zoom user. Hopefully, Zoom user here turns a mic on. If he doesn't, we're gonna have to go kick his ass out season, which I don't want to do. We're class acts. We don't like kicking dudes out. Zoom user, what do you got for us, man? I see a mic on now.
It's just on mute.
It's on mute.
He wants to talk.
I asked him on. Yeah, what's up, man? What's up? What do you got for us?
I just got one thing for you.
Okay.
Over the last 3 years since John Schneider's taken over, I was looking at his review success rate. It's 37% over the last 3 years. I just think that's fucking brutal. I just wondered what you guys had to think about that.
So we
kind of cut out there.
I don't know what the league average is for it at all, and I don't know how he stacks up. But it's not really just on John Schneider because they get the calls from the video room. There's people sitting.
I don't think John Schneider plays any factor into it. To be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't think.
I think it's the video room guys that need to get a reality check if they are at a 37% success rate. Because I'm not a math guy, but that's not good.
No. 37 success rate gets you in the Hall of Fame, though, if that's your average.
Yeah, if you're a hitter. But yeah, listen, I love this. We have people complaining about every single aspect, and I love that. Let's complain about the fucking grounds crew next game. Why not, Zoom user?
I complained about the grounds crew today.
You did complain about the grounds crew today, but Zoom user didn't grab your name, but I appreciate you calling in, man. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you, Zoom user.
Yeah, Aaron from St. Mary's. I appreciate it.
Aaron from St. Mary's, Ontario. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, brother. All right. We got our guy CB in here. CB, what do you got for us, man? Gate 14 debut on Gate 14 After Dark. What do you got for us, CB?
Jays, baby.
Yes. Yeah. No, I guess technically after what we've watched. But how are we feeling, CB? What do you got?
I'm feeling terrible, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you
losing
watch
like that?
How do you watch a 9:35 baseball game today?
I didn't actually.
That's insane.
The short answer is on game day or on the TV to my left at work, which is not, neither of those are really great answers.
No, they're not. You can't do your work fully and you can't watch the game fully.
Major League Baseball hates the working class.
They hate the
day
West
game.
Coast is what they hate. First of all, they hate people who have Wednesday nights free. As somebody who has Wednesday nights free, that's a real problem for me. The Toronto Blue Jays hate me personally. That's a real problem
they hate
as well.
all of us. They hate all of us.
CB, this is I don't even know if you have a question. I just want to talk to you.
Please.
Some of the questions we've been getting, that Johnny and I are kind of split on. If they're below 500 at the deadline, what are they doing?
I mean, this is probably your best opportunity to kind of reset, right? Like, I think you get 2 postseasons out of a Vlad or a Bo if you sell those guys to the highest bidder at this deadline. You've got Kikuchi, could get you a real haul at the deadline. Danny Jansen is a guy who's probably not a fit for every team, but if there's a team that likes him, they're probably going to really like him. I mean, if we're talking below 500, the more interesting thing to me is at least like where they are in the division. If we're still 5th in the division, I think the case gets really, really easy. But if you're talking about a team that's like 3rd in the division and a couple games under, then we've seen this team get hot in the second half.
I think the division aspect doesn't matter for it. I think the biggest aspect of it is how many games they're back in a wild card spot if they're 2 or 3 games below 500.
Yeah,
because
but that also goes hand in hand with where you are in the division, right?
I agree. I think it's really only one AL West team that's going to be in that race, and the Central is fucking dog shit. So
yeah, that's true. But I made the point to Avery, and I guess I'll just sound like a broken record because it is Gate 14 after dark, so we're a little sleepy here.
It's still sunny here.
If I'm Ross Atkins, I am going balls to the wall. Alex Anthopoulos trade deadline here. If I'm somewhere around a playoff spot, this is your last. You trade as if you're not going to be. You trade like the Nickelback song. If today was your last day, you trade.
What if tomorrow was too late?
Yeah, you trade and you try to make the playoffs the last 2 years with Bo and Vladdy. You go balls to the wall if I'm him, because no matter what happens, you're probably not going to be the guy that is here in 3 years if this team underperforms like they are at the deadline. So you might as well go balls to the wall.
Talk about going full circle on the Alex Anthopoulos, career trajectory. A bad couple of years that you blame on the previous guy, and then you go all in at the end when you know your job's probably done for if you don't make it work.
Yeah, I'm with you right there. I really am. I'm with you right there. We'll take callers while CB's in here. We got Jake hopping in here. We got 2 guys left. The other one's Paul Hawk, who we had to kick because he's just not there. But Jake, what do you got for us, brother? You're on Gate 14 after dark. Jake, let's turn that microphone on. Let's get the boys going here. Let's start buzzing.
Nope.
Jake, don't do this.
Jake.
Yo, what's up?
What's up, Jake? What do you got?
What are we gonna do?
What do you mean? Listen, man. Listen. It's May. I know I'm not going full Wilner coward fuck mode here, but it is May, and last year I said countless times the Toronto Blue Jays were the most special team I've ever watched in my lifetime, and they ended up sucking. So hopefully they're doing the reverse. They're sandbagging us at the start of the year. They're going to be dog shit, and then they're just going to be good. I don't know, but I believe. Notre Dame sign. Tap the sign.
Play like a champion today. Not I believe.
Like a champion today. Yeah. Let's win a series against the Rays, huh? And then let's sweep the fucking White Sox.
We're soft. We're soft right now. We got a soft little spot in the schedule.
Yeah, we're not rock hard.
Let's go through and find out like what we need to go in these next couple games, because we have 3 with the Rays, and then you have 3 with the White Sox, 4 with the Tigers, 3 with the White Sox, 3 with the Pirates.
This is a soft spot. I swear to God.
That's 13 games, right?
Spot, boys. We are the soft spot for everybody else. That's the
true.
problem.
It's true, Jake.
That's a good point. I'm not sure if other fans, I'm not sure Tigers fans are saying we got the Jays coming up. Like,
so I think that's 13 games. We got to go 10-3 to have any.
Oh, that would be scenic, Avery. I would do I would do Alek Manoah fucking cornrows if they go 10-3. I would do anything. I
Okay.
really would.
Yeah. I'd go not so Slim Shady if they go 10-3. It'd be some
Dye
great
that hair blonde, brother. But anything
Yeah.
else for us, Jake?
Isn't it? I just think it's pretty ironic, man. You see these Jordan Romano rumors before this series, and then he treats us with that bomb today. How lovely is that?
Who the
Insider
fuck
trading.
came up with those rumors? What moron did that? Nightingale, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
They call that insider trading where I'm from. That's what went on there. But Jake, appreciate you calling in, man.
Thank you,
Big Beagles
Jake.
poster behind you. I respect it. But anyways, CB, give us a little series prediction this weekend. What do you got?
3-0. 3-0 for the Blue Jays.
The sweep for the Toronto Blue Jays.
Why not us?
Yeah.
Great Gate 14 After Dark. I love trade talk. Wait a second. We got a little straggler coming in here. Scott McIntyre. I just doubted his last name. Fuck. That's my bad.
It shows up on the screen every time.
I said I was not going to say last names. I said I was not. Paul Hawk, you're done, buddy. I got nothing for Paul Hawk. Scott, are you gonna step up, be the last guy to call in here? What do you got for us, Scott?
That's the audio, man. No one wants to connect via internet.
It is always the audio for these people. And he's gone. All right, you know what? That's it.
He's a bottom 2 Scott M that I'm aware of.
That's it. Yeah, he's a bottom 2 Scott M. Anyways, thank you guys tuning into Gate 14 After Dark. Love trade talk. Love it. Hopefully we do this. Hopefully when we do this near the trade deadline, we're at a prominent spot where it's like we're either selling or buying because it'll be electric stuff. Gate 14 forever. Enjoy your long weekend. Drink responsibly. Don't drink and drive. Don't drink and drive like a fucking moron. Call an Uber. Be responsible. And we will talk to you guys Sunday night after the Rays series. Love you guys.